guys, what's up? I know that it's been such a long time since I've made a video. I could give you a long list of reasons why, but I'll just give you the main bullet points. Bullet point number 1, I have 3 kids. Bullet point number 2, pandemic, hashtag homeschooling. Luckily, we're partially back to school, which is amazing. My son started going back to first grade for 4 days a week for the full day. In March, I think it was. I don't remember, but it's been amazing. Hashtag number 3 is no matter who is home, they usually want to be with me because I am the VIP in my family, the most popular person ever. So usually I'm just covered in cats and children and husband and everything. And I have very few moments of the day where it's this quiet. My 2 girls are watching a video over there and I was like, it's my time. It is my time. So I'm going to jump right into the video to let you know how I'm doing on my weight loss journey. We went to Disney World at the end of February and we got home on March 6th and I literally stuck to my low carb way of eating. You could call it keto if you wanted to, but I just hate that word. If you don't know that about me, I hate the word keto. I don't like it. I have negative associations with it. Sometimes I'll use it, but I just say low carb. So low carb until I stepped on the airplane. I enjoyed myself immensely in Florida and it was awesome. And then when I got back, like literally I stepped on the airplane and I'm like, I'm low carb again because I'm not on vacation. And came home, lost the 6 pounds that I gained on vacation within just a few days. We did a lot of walking, and so even though I ate a lot of sugary and carb-filled delicious things, we also did a ton of walking. But I did overindulge, and I think that was okay. So I was like so stoked. I'm like, I got this. These are life habits. I've made a lifestyle change. I eat low carb. Woo woo. I'm like on it. I exercise. And then I had an emotional pitfall, the same kind of emotional pitfall that has thrown me off track almost every time I've gotten off track. I am highly sensitive to conflicts with my parents, and I got into a disagreement with my dad and my mom, and I spiraled. I unraveled, I spiraled. I became a little child for a while, and then I kind of like got my courage back up, and then I've just been like tripping over myself, trying to get back into a routine. I started binging again, which I had gone several months without binging, and that was middle of March. So it's taken me almost a month. I know, it's taken me almost a month to like reset. So during that month, my weight was all over the place. I've literally had like a 7-pound window. So the weight that I gained during all the binging, I'm slowly taking that off. So how am I eating? What am I doing? What are my goals? I'm sure that everybody wants to know what's going on with my weight loss surgery. Well, I too would like to know what's going on with my weight loss surgery. So I've gone through all of the preliminary appointments with my doctor, the nutritionist. I've had my throat scoped, all of that. I've had the EKG done, but the psychologist that I have to see, I don't know. If I have to have a psychiatric evaluation, they're going to find out I'm crazy. And then they're probably not going to approve me for surgery. Just kidding. Well, I mean, I am crazy, but they'll still probably approve me for surgery. But she was super booked. I think I called her in January or February, and she's like, all right, my next opening is April 27th. How does that work for you? And I'm like, that works amazing. Thank you so much. If you have anything that pops up sooner, please put me on your waiting list. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting, and during this time, I've been trying really hard to address all of the reasons that have made me super obese. Some of those things I really think will be helped with the surgery. Others, I think, is totally still going to continue to be an uphill battle. I am under no false pretense that this surgery is going to poof, like, solve obesity for me. If anybody is wondering, like, well, I've seen a lot of people who have had that surgery and then they gained their weight back. Yeah, we've all seen those people. It is a tool to put in your toolbox, and it's a last resort. Honestly, it is a last resort, and I'm taking it very, very seriously. So where am I at from where I weighed? Basically, I'm down like 10.5 pounds since October 20th. So that's October, November, December, January. Wait, oh my gosh. October, November, December, January, February, March. We're not quite to the 20th, but we're getting pretty close. So in 5 months, I've lost 10.5 pounds and I've kept that off. Most people would feel like that is an epic failure. And in some ways, I do feel like that is an epic failure because I really wanted to lose a lot more weight than that. The problem is that I will lose weight and it takes so much effort to lose the weight. And then I have binge episodes. Or I have, they're binge episodes. That's what trips me up. And then I gain some weight and then I have to lose it again. So as I reflect back on where I started when I decided to go through with the weight loss surgery to where I am now, like, what was that? I already forgot. 5 months? October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months. So in 6 months, not a lot of weight loss progress. It's discouraging, to say the least. It's frustrating because I know that it's totally my choices and my choices alone that have gotten in my way. So I still struggle with emotionally eating. And one of the things that I've picked up from my Noom coach and resources, because I signed up for a subscription for Noom to work on like the mental part of weight loss. I did that back in like August. And it's that, you get really stressed, which is exactly what happens to me. I get really, really stressed. And then I'm like, food, I just need a bite of this. And I'm around toddler food all day. It's really hard. I'm around toddler food, and toddler food is triggering to me. And I have had discussion after discussion with my husband, like, what am I going to do? Do I just like totally change everybody's diet? And I'm like, okay, guys, we're going to have eggs and a salad for lunch. Dinner's going to be a chicken breast and broccoli. And then for dinner, we're going to have just ground beef. That's it. That's it, everybody. Okay, come eat what mom's eating. Do I do that? Do I insist that everybody eats how I eat? Or do I let them have a pancake? Do I let them have cold cereal? Do I let them have oatmeal? Do I let them have fruit smoothies? Do I let them have fruit? Do I let them have bread? Yeah, I think that I let my kids have all of those things, and I just have to keep working on me. And it's really hard because I'll have stress. And what I've learned from Noom, I know I kind of got off track, but is that we have memories of pleasure, good, happy memories associated with certain foods. And so we're stressed and we go to that food to try to replicate that pleasurable emotion that we associate with that food. So it takes like retraining the brain to not associate all of those pleasurable memories with that food. So I'm stressed and I'm like, okay, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat what the kids are having for dinner. And sometimes I'm successful and then other times I'm not. And it's just really hard. It if you're trying to eat low carb and then all of a sudden you have a bunch of carbs, I can speak from experience. Your body will blow up. Your fingers will be the size of hot dogs the next day. It's hard. So, oh, hi, honey. We have a little shoe obsession. You want to wear your bunny shoe, huh? Yeah, let's put that shoe on. I've also been strength training for a few months now. About 3 days a week, I do strength training. I found a gal on YouTube. Her name is Lindsay at Nourish Move Love. So I've been doing that, which also something I need to get in the habit of doing. And sometimes I'll like catch pictures or, what, is there something in there? Do you need a sock? Maybe you need a sock. I think this, here. Almost there. Yay! Okay, go play. I don't know what I was saying. I've been trying to just work on those healthy habits. Drinking the water, not eating processed food, or not eating large amounts of processed food. Working on finding other ways to manage my stress. Also, I tried to adjust my antidepressant during all of this, and I had like some really dark weeks, just where I just felt like I couldn't get out of bed. So that also happened in the last month. But I am back on the higher dose of my antidepressant, and I need that when I'm eating low carb. Low carb is not easy for me to eat. I honestly don't feel great, and I've added in electrolyte supplements. I take magnesium and sodium. I try to get my potassium from food. Those are all the 3 things that all of the people say to supplement when you're on keto or low carb. And I can say that once I added the magnesium, I did notice that I had a little bit more consistent energy. And once I got my antidepressant back in my system, that really helped. I think if I'm going to eat low carb, I just have to have a little bit higher of a dose of an antidepressant. As my doctor said, my one doctor who was kind of on the fence about me getting weight loss surgery, she reminds me that your brain makes the serotonin from the carbohydrates. Now I go to my bariatric doctor's office and they're kind of like, well, there's some disagreement on there. And so I feel like I'm in a difficult place because I don't really feel that great eating low carb. I don't really enjoy eating low carb, but I also know that that's how the doctors want me to eat. I know that lots of people say you just gotta stick with it and then you're gonna feel amazing. And I don't think that even in the last 6 months, I've gone more than a few weeks before I've eaten enough carbs to where I wouldn't be in ketosis anymore. So it's not like I've been in ketosis for like 2 months to really say, hey, how do I feel? Maybe I just haven't done it long enough to get that energy boost. I don't know. These are the things that are hard for me, because when I'm trying to get into that state of ketosis where I'm eating high protein, lower fat, I'm not doing like a high fat way of eating. I'm shooting for like 140 to 150 grams of protein a day. So I'm eating mostly proteins. And you know what? I don't feel amazing. I don't feel that great. I still feel tired. I still feel a little bit fatigued. But then I'm like, well, I'm overweight. I'm a mom. Is it the chicken or the egg? I don't know. So I'm honestly at like this crossroads of like, can I do this if my family's not eating this way? Can I walk away from all of the things that are triggering to me? I mean, my husband and I have come up with all sorts of plans. Like, okay, at dinner time, after I have my surgery, I'm going to just leave the house while you guys have dinner. Or he's going to take the kids. But I mean, we're not going to be able to do that every night because my husband, he works 12-hour shifts. So there's a few nights a week where he's not even home at dinner time. So I'm just trying to make sure that before I have the surgery, whenever that is, I'm thinking maybe May or June, just depends on when the hospital has room for me. You know, those are the things that I'm still nervous about. So I will keep you guys updated after I have my psychiatric evaluation in a couple weeks. And otherwise, I'm just plugging along. I'm still totally fat. I'm still totally trying to not be fat anymore. I know I still have a long ways to go. I'm still fighting the fight. I'm not giving up. I have good days. I have bad days. I just really am trying to be consistent and to have more good days than bad days. And so far, I've had like 5 good days in a row, which is kind of a big deal. So let's just give a little shout out to me. Okay, guys, I hope that you guys are all having a great day. I will try to be more consistent with posting my videos. I think now that my son's in school, I do have a prayer for that, but there's no guarantee. So thanks for sticking with me as long as you guys have. I love all of you guys who support me on this journey, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!